time to hear about Jake, the student, and I would like to ask the professor who will be speaking on Jake's behalf to come up. She is Tracy Schnadel, Director of the McCormick Center for Sports Research Education in the Sport Management Department. Coach Schnadel. Professor.
I always wanted to coach, so well, you're a tough act to follow. Now you got me crying. Because he's acting great of a kid. So, I've had an opportunity to get to know Jake very well over the last year, and it's fairly nice because he is a tremendous young man that words cannot express, and I will not do justice to how terrific this individual has been for UMass and how he will go out to represent us all here in the future. And what is unique about Jake is his passion, and we love it. We saw it in the classroom, and of course you saw it on the field. I had an opportunity to have Jake in my professional sports industry class, and there's a lot of professors that he met across his time in sport management, and some of you may or may not know that we have a very good sport management program here at UMass, and he really outshined everyone. But in this particular class, they work with a variety of, they look at professional leagues, quite a few of them, and they look at the governance, the legal issues, the collective bargaining agreements, the media markets, the media impact, sponsorship, a full range, strikes, and so forth. It was very unique because Jake and his group took on FIFA, which is interesting in itself because it was probably one of the few that have issues, but one of the most corrupt organizations that ever participated in sports. But they did a great job of putting a nice edge on their presentation, and that's not easy to do when you're analyzing a property from across the pond. And thankfully, I had some very nice conversations with Jake about U.S. properties, and we always had a running kind of a PC correct tab on when the NHL strike was going to end, right, Jake? I mean, we really do. And I stress that we weren't gambling in class, but we were gambling in class. But that was fun. You actually were pretty close to figuring that out. You said right after the holidays, and I remember that vividly. So, thankfully, Jake came through our doors, and no doubt it can be very difficult to be a student athlete to juggle the rigors of both the game time and the class time. But Jake always brought his A game to the field and to our classroom. To be a student athlete, you have to be disciplined. To be in sport management, as I mentioned, one of the top sport management programs in the country, you have to be disciplined. And to be in my class, you have to be disciplined. And he was not only that, but he exceeded, and his passion was amazing. Your peers looked up to you, and you may have not known it at the time, so did all your peers in sport management. So on the field and off the field, we all looked up to you. We are your fans. And we look forward to your success in the future. We cannot wait to hear about all the things that you endure and when you hit the ground running when you get out of here at graduation. And on behalf of sport management, we're very proud of you, Jake. Congratulations.
It is now my distinct honor to introduce our spring male scholar athlete, Mr. Jake Smith.
So I kind of thought we were going to wait till fall to cry, but it's came early. So thanks for having me today. It's an honor to receive this award and represent the athletic department. Before anything else, I want to thank Coach Cannell and Tracy for speaking on my behalf. I really appreciate you guys being here. I also need to thank my mom for coming. Parents have been my biggest fan since day one. I don't think they've missed a single game my whole career, maybe like one freshman year. My mom refuses to miss anything where she can take a picture. She's also, probably crying already. So growing up, it was always my dream to play Division I Lacrosse, and I couldn't be more thankful for the opportunity to play here. When it came time to decide on a school, I ultimately decided on UMass. Because of the coaching staff, the team itself, and like Coach Cannell said, the sport management program, was kind of, yeah, on the border. Once I figured out I could get into that program, it really made up my mind, and I knew that this was the place for me. 4 years later, I know I made the right choice. My experience as a student athlete has been better than I could have imagined. I've made friends that I know I'll have for the rest of my life, and memories that I'm truly proud of and will hold on to forever. My roommates and I used to joke around that if we didn't play a sport, we'd all have 4.0s. But I can honestly say that being part of the lacrosse team has helped my success as a student. The athletic department really gives you all the resources you need to be successful here. And as a freshman, looking back, I kind of took for granted how lucky I was to step on campus and have a team and a whole athletic department there and a place to support you. And yeah, it's a blessing to play a sport here, and I know how much I'll miss it. And I need to specifically thank Pete, my academic advisor. I've come to him with some pretty crazy questions, like last minute about my schedule, and he always seems to work it out. I also need to thank our trainer. I know he's not here, but he's been awesome. I think this past year, probably spent 30 minutes before and after every practice in the training room, but he kept me healthy and playing, so I can't complain. And in terms of the sport management program here, it really proved to be the perfect fit for me. They made it easy to succeed there with great professors like Tracy and a curriculum that really caught my attention. And also all the opportunities to get real world experience to just separate yourself from people in other sport management departments around the country. I also realized it was definitely the right major to choose if you're going to be missing any class for games. I'd get like shout outs for winning games while my other teammates got yelled at by their professors. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of finish up by thanking Coach for giving me the opportunity to play here and represent Massachusetts. I'm from Mass, so it was always a dream of mine to represent this state in anything I did, and especially playing lacrosse. My experiences with the program set me up to be successful after I graduate. I'll never forget Coach Cannell telling me freshman year not to be afraid to work hard, and that doing the right thing isn't always the cool thing. And I learned really what it means to work hard, be a leader, go after your goals, and just be the best in everything you do. And a lot of that came from our assistants, Doc Schneider and Brian Jacobine as well. I just really can't thank these guys enough for everything they've taught me and continued support. Coach mentioned I'll be playing for the Cannons this summer. I'm going to be working in Boston as well. It's taking a whole different path right out of graduation. I'm working inside sales for a tech startup. It's just a great opportunity, so I'm looking forward to that and continuing to represent UMass, represent the athletic department. So thanks again for this honor, just making these past 4 years possible.